So if you can come into seated position, sit in a way that is comfortable for you to sit, and align the back of your skull with your sacrum. Activate your feet and spread the toes. Spread the balls of your feet. And feel for easing the tops of your thigh, the top of your hips back away from your thighs. And let your arms come to rest onto your thighs. And give yourself a moment now just to feel yourself grounding as you prepare for practice today. Taking a moment and notice how your body feels, feeling the different sensations that are coming up for you as you're sitting here right now. So breathe into your belly. And as you breathe out, relax your jaw. And then breathe into your lower back. Feel for lengthening your lower ribs up away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in. On the next breath, feel for nourishing yourself. So breathe in deeply, allowing the breath to penetrate deep into cell tissues. And exhale, exhaling completely. And then release. Pranayama is in shoelace pose today. So bring your left foot on top of your right and reach your heels away from you. Bring your arms down by your side and you inhale for 10, hold the breath for 10. When you exhale, you're bringing your hands forward of your shins and exhaling completely. Exhaling for 10. Okay, going together. Take a deep breath, inhale. And then exhale everything out through the mouth. Then inhale through the nose for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath, hold for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands forward and exhale. Exhaling through the nose for 10. At the end of the exhale, pull your belly all the way in. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. And then release, pushing the floor away, breathe in as you come all the way up. Change the cross of your legs. Shoelace right foot on top of your left, reaching out with your heels. Inhale, inhale for 10. Hold the breath for 10. Your feet are active, your spine is long. Bring your hands forward and exhale through the nose. Exhale till empty. Now pull your belly in. Feel the spreading of the ribs. You're spreading your diaphragm as you hollow your belly out. And then release, pushing the floor away, breathe in as you come all the way up. Bring your left foot on top of your right for shoelace pose. Then bring your left hand by your left hip and then reach the hand about 12, 15 inches away from that hip for side bend. Relax your left ear with left shoulder. As you breathe in, stretch your right arm up, spread the fingers. And as you breathe out, reach in your right arm over your right ear. As you breathe in, lengthen out of your left side. And as you breathe in, breathe out, reach in that right arm over right ear. As you breathe in, move your belly away from pelvis, lifting your diaphragm as you do so. And as you breathe out, that right arm lengthens over right ear. Second arm position. Inhale, stretch your right arm down towards the side. The hand stops 12 inches from floor. And exhale, neck and shoulders relax. As you breathe in, lift your chest as if you're moving your chest right up towards your chin. And as you breathe out, relax your jaw. Lower your chin slightly towards the left side of your chest. And as you ground down into your sit bone, breathe in and lift your lower ribs up away from your sacrum. And as you breathe out, sliding, reaching that right arm away from right ear. Now use your right arm, breathe in to pull your body up and use your left hand to support your head and your neck. And then change. Shoelace with right over left. Right foot over your left. So bring your right hand now by your right hip and then reach the hand about 12, 15 inches away from that hip. Relaxing your right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, stretch your left arm up. And as you breathe out, you're reaching your left arm over left ear. On the next breath, lengthen out of your right side. And as you breathe out, glide your right shoulder away from right ear. Balloon the breath into your left side ribs, deep breath. And as you press down into your left sit bones, reach, extend your left arm over left ear. Second arm position. As you breathe in, reach your left arm down towards the side. The hand stops about 12 inches from floor. And as you breathe out, your neck relaxes. Breathe into the left side of your neck. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, slightly raise your chest and soften the shoulders. Feeling this from pelvic bowl, breathing in and lifting your belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, press down into sit bones. Use your left arm, breathe in to pull your body up and use your right hand to support your head and your neck. And then release your legs. Coming into your abdominal sequence, so you'll need your roll or your block close by, and we'll start with elbow to knee. So lie down on your back for elbow to knee. Lie down onto your back and clasp your hands behind your head and neck. If your back is tweaky, you can do this pose with the soles of your feet onto the floor. Hands behind your head, lift your feet up off the floor, knees are bent. Okay. Press your lower back to floor and inhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from floor. Hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbone up, reach your elbows to left knee, straighten your right leg. Now reach out with the ball of your foot and pull belly in. As your belly pulls in, press your lower back to the floor. Inhale, bring your head back to center. Hold the breath, press your lower back to floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up, both elbows to right knee, straighten left leg. Now send your left thigh forward away from waist and pull your belly in. Press your lower back to floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbone up, both elbows to left knee. Now reach your right leg forward, spread the toes, and feel for reaching out with the ball of your foot. Pull belly in. Press your lower back to floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbone up, both elbows to right knee. Reach your left leg forward. Feel the lengthen through the inner legs, moving right from your pelvic bone right out to the tips of your toes. Belly is all the way down to floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath. Exhale, curl tailbone up, both elbows to left knee. Now straighten your right leg. You're reaching your right leg forward, reaching out with the balls of your foot. Lift your chest, reach your elbows up. Now pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back to floor. So exhale, curl tailbone up, both elbows to right knee, straighten left leg. Keep feeling for unlocking that hip. So notice where the tension is in your body and then relax that. Lift your head, lift your chest, reach your elbows up. Now send your left leg forward away from waist. Pull belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Bend the knees, hold the breath, and press your lower back to floor. Exhale, release. Lower your head and shoulders to floor. And place the soles of your feet down onto the floor. Your next pose today is twisting abs with the roll. So the roll is placed between your thighs and you're reaching your legs straight out and up towards the ceiling. If your back is tweaky, you can do with the feet on, soles of the feet onto the floor, knees bent or straighten the legs. Clasp your hands behind your head and neck. From here, press the top rim of the sacrum to floor and inhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from floor. Hold the breath. As you exhale, curl tailbone up, reach your legs straight up, reaching out with the balls of your feet. Now squeeze the roll and then send your legs right up towards the ceiling. Pull belly in. Inhale, lower pelvis, but keep head and shoulder blades up. Hold the breath. As you exhale, curl tailbones up, reach your legs straight up. Now squeeze the roll. Squeeze sit bones, turn thighs inwards as you squeeze sit bones towards tailbone. Pull belly in. As your belly pulls in, press your lower back to floor. Inhale, lower the pelvis, but keep head and shoulder blades up. Hold the breath. As you exhale, curl tailbones up, reach your legs straight up and reach both elbows to left knee. Now squeeze the roll. Squeeze sit bones to tailbone. Stretch your legs up towards the ceiling. Pull belly in. Inhale, bring your head back to center. Hold the breath and press your lower back down to floor. As you exhale, curl tailbones up, reach your legs straight up and both elbows to right knee. Now squeeze the roll. Squeeze sit bones to tailbones. Stretching your legs to the sky. Pull belly in. Curl tailbones up and belly pulls in. Squeeze the roll. Inhale, bring your head back to center. Hold the breath and press your lower back to floor. This time reach out with your heels and flex the toes to shins. And as you exhale, curl elbows up, reach your legs straight up, elbows to left knee. Squeeze the roll, stretching your legs up towards the sky. Pull belly in. Curl tailbones up again as you stretch up with your heels. Pull belly in. Inhale, bring your head back to center. Hold the breath and press your lower back down to floor. As you exhale, curl tailbones up, reach your legs straight up, reaching out with the heels. Elbows to right knee. Now squeeze the roll. Squeeze sit bones to tailbones. Stretch up, reach out with your heels, belly pulls in. Curl tailbones up again, stretching your legs up, pull belly all the way to floor. Inhale, bring your head back to center, and exhale, release. Lower your head and shoulders to floor, and place the soles of your feet down onto the floor. Your next pose today is bridge. If you have your block close by, you can do supported bridge. So you're lying down on your back, you're reaching down with your fingertips to brush your heels with the fingertips. Your block is within touching distance. Your arms are relaxed down by your side and shoulders away from your ears. Now press the top rim of the sacrum to floor. And as you breathe in, move your belly away from pelvis. Feel your chest rise into chin. Press your feet to floor and exhale, tilt pelvis, lifting pelvis up away from the floor. As you inhale, expand your ribs as wide as you can. And as you breathe out, telescope the ribs as you move the chest to chin. Send your thighs and knees away from you. On the next breath, lengthen lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, reach your sit bones away from you. Sit bones reaches towards your knees. Grabbing hold of your block if you have. And as you breathe in, spread your ribs, chest to chin. Exhale, tilt pelvis, lift up, and place a block under your sacrum. Ease your right heel closer towards your right sit bone. As you press down into your right foot, breathe in, lift your left leg off the floor and draw your left knee towards the chest. And as you breathe out, straighten in that left leg right up towards the ceiling. Reach out with the ball of your feet. And then breathe in, move your belly away from pelvis. Chest moves to chin. And as you breathe out, send in that left leg straight up. On the next breath, bend your left knee and draw the left knee towards your chest. And as you breathe out, placing your left foot down onto the floor. Anchor your left foot to the floor, lining up your left heel with your left sit bone. And as you press your left foot down, breathe in, lift your right leg up, draw the right knee towards your chest. And as you breathe out, reaching your right foot right up towards the sky. Reach out with the ball of your foot. Breathe into right hip, feel for easing right thigh away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, send in. Feel as if you're extending that right thigh bone away from hips. As you breathe in, fill up with this breath. So feed your heart with this breath. And as you breathe out, reach your leg bone up, right up, reach out with the ball of your foot. On the next breath, bend your right knee and draw the right knee towards your chest. And as you breathe out, place your right foot back down onto the floor. Now breathe into your heart, deep breath, feel but energizing your heart with this breath. And as you breathe out, reach your thighs away from you. Press down, press your feet to the floor, lift the toes. And then breathe in, move your belly away from pelvis, chest to chin. Exhale, tilt pelvis, lift up, move the block. And then breathe in deeply, expand your ribs. And as you breathe out, tilt pelvis lower, upper back to floor. Tilt pelvis lower, mid back to floor. Tilt pelvis as you lower all the way down to floor. Keep the tilt on, tilt down. Straddle lifting through is your next pose. So you lie down on your back, your hands are clasped behind your head and neck. You're reaching your legs up towards the ceiling, and then you're straddling the legs out towards the side. You can bend the knees, so you do frog position if this is a little bit strong into hips and pelvis and lower back. From here, inhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from floor. Hold the breath. You exhale, curl tailbone up, and then reach your legs out towards the side. You're reaching out with the balls of your feet. Feel for unlocking the hips as you're stretching your legs to the side. Pull belly in. Inhale, relax the pelvis. Exhale, curl tailbone up, and then send. Reach your legs out towards the side. Feel your inner legs and your outer legs are working as you lengthen your legs out towards the side. Relax your hips. Send your thigh bones away from pelvis. Pull belly in. Press your top rib of the sacrum to floor. Inhale, lower pelvis, but this time lift your head, lift your chest, and reach your elbows up. And as you breathe out, curl tailbone up and lengthen your legs out towards the side. Reach out with the balls of your feet. Keep sending the thighs to the side. Pull belly in. Press your lower back down to floor. Inhale, lower pelvis and lower your head about an inch. Hold the breath. And as you exhale, curl tailbones up. This time reach your heels away from you and flex the toes towards your shins. Keep sending your legs out towards the side. Pull belly down to floor. Inhale, low pelvis. This time lift your head, lift your chest. Reach your elbows up and relax the back of your head into hands, moving chin away from chest. And as you breathe out, lift up. Pelvis lifts. Legs are lengthening out to the side. You're reaching out with your heels. Relax the hips and then move your thigh bones away from pelvis. Pull lower belly down to floor. Press the top rim of the sacrum down. Inhale, release. Lower your head and shoulders to floor. Use your hands to draw your legs together and place the soles of your feet down onto the floor. Roll to your right side. Keep the neck relaxed. Bring your left hand down on the floor by chest. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, push the floor away with your left hand as you come all the way up. Setting you up for your next pose today, which is turbo dog. So you're coming down onto your knees. You're reaching your hands forward, spreading the fingers, middle fingers reaching forward. Your elbows are reaching to the floor, but they don't touch. You're wrapping the shoulders, you're squeezing your elbows in. When you do this, you'll feel your latissimus muscles engage, your triceps engage, and your pectoral muscles are all engaging. If this is stronger than you want it to be, then keep the knees to the floor. Otherwise, relax neck and shoulders. And then breathe into upper back, spread the upper back, toes are curled under. And as you exhale, lift your knees off the floor, push the floor away, feel that lengthening through the spine. As you breathe in, expand your ribs wide to armpits. Now as you exhale, wrap in the shoulders. Now push the floor away, lengthen your top ribs away from shoulders. Relax your throat and relax your neck. Breathe into the front of your heart, deep breath.
And as you exhale, bend the elbows and squeeze your elbows in. Pull, feel as if you're pulling your belly away from pelvis. One more breath here. As you breathe in, you're lengthening. Lengthen your top ribs away from shoulders. Exhale, reach your elbows slightly to the floor. Squeeze your elbows in. They don't touch. Keep the neck relaxed. Inhale, release. Bend the knees and come all the way down to floor.
From here, come to stand for unlocking the shoulders. So stand on your mat with your feet out. So you're turning your feet out. Your feet are about 3 feet away from you. Your knees are bent, toes are turning out. Unlocking the shoulders. Lift your left arm up, reach it forward. Place your right thumb into your left armpit's fingers onto the scapula. From here, take a deep breath into the upper side, the left side of your upper back. Hold the breath. Now exhale, glide your left shoulder down, reach your left elbow forward, spread the fingers. Feel as if you're contracting, as if you're squeezing your thumb. Release your right hand, place your right hand onto your left bicep. Only do this if you've not dislocated your shoulder. And then breathe into upper back, deep breath. When you exhale, raise your left bicep up and then glide the bicep all the way forward until you reach your elbow. Once you reach there, you're pressing your hand onto elbow. Breathe into upper back, deep breath. And as you breathe out, press hands onto elbow, elbow presses onto hands. Feel that contraction. Your shoulders are down, but you're reaching your elbow forward. And then release. Other side. Lifting your right arm up, reach it forward, elbow and shoulders aligned. Place your left thumb into your right armpit, fingers on scapula. Breathe into the right side of your upper back. Hold the breath. Now as you exhale, as you glide your right shoulder down, reach your elbow forward. Feel that contraction. Place your left hand onto your right bicep. Only do this if you've not dislocated the shoulder. And then breathe into the upper back, spreading the ribs. And as you breathe out, raise your bicep up, glide your bicep forward, gliding the shoulders down as you reach your right elbow forward. Once you reach to the elbow, press your left hand onto right elbow. And then breathe into upper back, deep breath. And as you breathe out, press your arm, hands onto elbow, elbow onto the hands. Reach your right elbow forward, glide your shoulder down, spread the fingers. And then release. Both arms are reaching up. Elbows are slightly higher than the shoulders. Now breathe into upper back, deep breath. And as you breathe out, lift your elbows slightly higher, reach your elbows forward, and then squeeze your elbows towards each other. The shoulders are down. Keep the chest lifted. And breathe. Breathe into upper back, deep breath. And as you exhale, reach. Your elbows are reaching forward. The elbows are slightly higher than the shoulders. Lift your chest. Squeeze your elbows towards each other. The fingers are spreading. Deep breath, breathing into upper back, spreading the breath across your back. And as you exhale, reach your elbows forward, lift your elbows up, squeeze your elbows in, fingers are spreading, keep the chest lifted. One more deep breath. And exhale, reaching those elbows forward, chest is lifted, squeezing your elbows in towards each other, softening the shoulders down. And then release and stand. Heel toe feet together and come back onto kneeling onto your mat. Your next pose today is dolphin. So we do dolphin, everyone stays in dolphin for about 5 breaths, and then from dolphin, move to dolphin strut. So I'll demonstrate dolphin strut because I think you're all aware of your dolphin pose. The dolphin strut, you're measuring up your hands onto your biceps. This is a demonstration because we'll move fairly continuously through the poses. So you're measuring up, hands onto biceps, your elbows are to the floor, and you're reaching your hands forward, spreading the fingers and the web of the hands. Elbows are tucked in, so they're aligned with the shoulders. Your neck and shoulders are relaxed. You breathe into upper back, you lift, you spread the back and toes curled under. As you breathe out, you're lifting your knees off the floor and moving your chest back to thighs and knees. When you're in strut, you're stepping your feet about hip distance apart and then step your left foot forward about 3 to 4 inches. You reach your left arm back, taking hold of the heel, the ankle, or the calf. You breathe into that left hip. And as you breathe out, you reach back with that left heel to the floor. That's where you're going with this. You then change and do the other side. If you wanted to go further in this pose, you can work with one leg up. So that's the third stage of that pose. We'll all start doing dolphin together. So hands are onto biceps. Elbows are to the floor. Reach your hands forward, spread the fingers. Neck, shoulders relax. Now breathe into upper back, lift, spread back, curl toes under. To exhale, lift your knees off the floor, push the floor away as you reach back. As you breathe in, expand your ribs as wide as you can. Feel for opening to armpits. Now exhale as you reach back, feel for taking your top ribs away from shoulders. Breathe into the front of your heart, deep breath. Now relax your chest and exhale as you lengthen back. Feel for moving your top ribs, the lower ribs away from pelvis. Last breath here, deep breath, spread the breath across your back. And as you breathe out, reach back, reach your heels to floor and moving your chest to thighs and knees. Keep the neck relaxed. Inhale, release. Come all the way down to floor. Okay. So from here, you can move into dolphin strut. And it's do dolphin strut, about 3 to 5 breaths on one side, 3 to 5 breaths on the other side. If you want to up level by placing the leg up, then the leg where you're not holding the foot, so that's the opposite leg is reaching up. So if you're holding your left ankle with your left hand, your right leg is reaching up towards the ceiling and vice versa. Okay. So measuring up for dolphin strut, hands onto biceps, elbows to the floor, reach the hands forward, spread the fingers. Relax your neck, relax your shoulders, relax your upper back. If you don't feel confident in doing dolphin strut, do dolphin with one leg up. Neck, shoulders relaxed. Inhale into upper back. Exhale, lift up and move your chest back to thighs and knees. Bring your feet about hip distance apart and step your left foot forward about 2 to 3 inches. Reach your left hand back, take hold of the ankle, the foot, calf or thigh or ankle. And then anchor into your left leg. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, reach your left heel away from you. Take another breath here, deep breath. And as you breathe out, as you reach back, feel for taking the shoulder, the ribs away from the shoulder. If you're working with one leg up, anchor into your left leg. Breathe in, lift your right leg up
And as you breathe out, reach it back. Deep breath, breathe into that right hip. And as you breathe out, sending that right leg back a little more. One more breath, deep breath. And as you breathe out, as you reach back, pull your belly in and feel for sending your left thigh away from the hip. Inhale, release, placing your right foot back to the floor, and then switch. Your left arm is back down to the floor. Step your right foot forward about 2 to 3 inches. Reach your right hand back, take hold of the heel, the ankle, or the calf. If you're not doing strut, work with the other leg up. And then breathe in deeply. And as you breathe out, reach your right thigh away from you. Anchor into your right leg. Breathe in, lift your left leg up. And as you breathe out, reach it back. Breathe into left hip. Feel for easing left thigh away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, sending that left leg back a little bit more. Neck is relaxed. On the next breath, feel for moving the top ribs away from your shoulders. And as you breathe out, lengthen back. That right heel reaches to the floor. That left leg lengthens back away from you. On the next breath, lengthen your left leg back down to the floor and place the hands back down, bend the knees, and then come all the way down to floor. And then come onto kneeling for bird wing. So you're either sitting down onto your heels or you're on your knees, with whatever works best for you. Your elbows are tucked into the side of your body. Hands are reaching out to side. You keep the chest lifted. Now, on the next breath, fill yourself up with the breath. And as you do so, draw your hands together. And as you exhale, open up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Just keep squeezing your elbows in. Do 3 more. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, chest is lifted and open up. Squeeze your elbows in. Feel your shoulder blades squeezing together. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, chest is lifted and open up. To keep squeezing your arm bones in. Shoulders are gliding down the back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Chest is lifting. And then release. Come to stand. Your next pose today is Agnisara. So stand with your feet about 3 feet away from you. Turn the toes out, bend the knees. Agnisara with back traction. Your hands are onto your thighs, your knees are bent, toes are turning out. 2 rounds slow, 2 rounds fast. So press your feet to the floor and then breathe in. Deep breath, fill up with the breath. Exhale through the mouth. Top chin to chest, suck your belly in and up. Let the belly go without the breath. Suck it in and up. And release. Suck it in and up. And release. Take a breath. Breathe in. And exhale. Agnisara, going slow. Keep pressing thighs to the hands onto thighs, feet to the floor, toes are lifted. You're moving your belly in and up and letting it go. In and up, letting it go. All the way in and up and release. 2 rounds fast. Take a deep breath. And exhale completely. Chin is tucking in. You're moving belly as fast as you can. One more. Breathe in.
And exhale. Chin tucks in and move. Belly's moving fast. Keep tucking tailbones down. And then release and stand. Heel toe feet together and stand at the front of your mat. If you want to take a drink now, this would be a good time. If you want to pad your knees, you're coming into your salutations. And then stand with your feet together. If your back is straight, you can bring your feet a little bit wider on your mat. As you exhale, bring your hands together at your chest. Press your feet to floor. Lengthen your lower ribs away from sacrum. Now inhale, reach your arms out and up towards the sky, telescoping ribs as you stretch up. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in, hands to floor. Lunge, breathe in, step your left leg back. Bend your left knee, place your left knee to the floor, and you're sweeping your arms out and up towards the sky. Feel for pushing the floor away with your right leg as you stretch your arms up. And exhale, hands down, step your right leg back for plank. Reach back into heels. Pull belly in, bend the knees, and as you breathe out, lower down, keeping the elbows tucked in. Low cobra, bring your hands forward about 10 inches. Now lengthen your legs back, and as you breathe in, moving your chest and ribs forward. Feel as if you're sending your sit bones back to heels and soften the shoulders down. Exhale, release, lower down. Readjust hands on the shoulders, breathe into lower back, curl toes under, and exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Spread the fingers, spread the web of your hands. Inhale, step your left foot forward between the hands for lunge. Right knees on the floor. Push the floor away as you're stretching your arms out and up towards the sky. As you exhale, hands down, step your right leg forward for forward bend. Inhale, stand, lengthening through the spine as you reach your arms to sky. And exhale, hands together at chest. Press your feet to floor, and as you breathe in, stretching your arms out and up towards the sky. Lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. Lunge, breathe in, step in your right leg back, bend your right knee, and sweeping your arms out and up towards the sky. And as you exhale, hands down, step your left leg back for plank. Reaching back into heels, bend the knees, and as you breathe out, lower down, keeping your elbows tucked in. Cobra, as you breathe in, move your chest and ribs forward whilst lengthening your legs back. And exhale, release, lower down, press it back, downward facing dog. Reaching back, so you're taking your shoulders, the top ribs away from shoulders. Lunge, breathe in, step your right leg forward between the hands, left knees to the floor, sweeping your arms out and up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, hands down, step in your left foot forward, forward bend. Inhale, stand, lengthening through the spine as you reach your arms to sky. And exhale, hands together at chest. Chair pose, bend the knees. And as you breathe in, you're sweeping your arms out and up. Spread the fingers. Exhale, fold forward, bellies in. As you breathe in, lengthen through the spine as you move your chest away from thighs and knees. Flatten your hands to floor, and as you exhale, step or hop it back into plank. Lower down, keeping the elbows tucked in. Cobra, breathe in, move chest and ribs forward, lengthen legs back. Exhale, release, lower down, press it back, downward dog. Warrior one, as you breathe in, step your left foot forward by your left hand. Is your right foot slightly towards the right edge of the mat. Press both feet to the floor as you rise up for warrior one. Feel for pushing the floor away. Lengthen through the spine as you reach your arms to sky. Exhale, hands down. Step your left foot back for plank. Reach back into heels. And as you breathe out, lower down to about 2 inches from the floor. And then breathe into upward facing dog. Move chest and ribs forward. Lengthen your legs back. Feel as if you're reaching your elbows back to hips, tailbone tucks the heels. Exhale, release, lower down, press back, downward facing dog. Feel for pushing through away in your downward dog. Warrior one, breathe in, step your right foot forward by your right hand. Ease your left foot towards the left edge of the mat. Push the floor away as you rise up for warrior one, arms to sky. Bend that front knee and use the press of your feet to floor to traction, lengthening belly away from pelvis, lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, hands down and step back for plank. Reach back into heels, and as you breathe out, lower down. Cobra, breathe in and move your chest and ribs forward whilst lengthening your legs back. And exhale, release, lower down, press back, downward facing dog. Feel for pushing floor away in your downward dog. On the next breath, bend the knees, and as you inhale, hop your legs between the hands or step them through. And as you breathe out, fold forward, belly's in. You're lengthening through the spine. The back of your neck is relaxed. Chair pose, bend the knees. And as you breathe in, you're sweeping your arms up towards the sky. Shoulders are soft away from ears. And exhale, stand, hands together at chest. As you breathe in, lengthening your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold forward, belly's in. Lunge, breathe in, step your left leg back, bend your left knee, and you're reaching your arms out and up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, hands down, step in your right leg back for plank. Reach back into heels, and as you breathe out, lower down. Keep the elbows in. Cobra, inhale, move chest and ribs forward, lengthen legs back. Exhale, release, lower down and press back, downward dog. Lunge, breathe in, step in your left leg forward between the hands, right knees to the floor. Press into your right shin as you reach your arms to the sky. And as you breathe out, hands down, step your right leg forward, forward bend. Inhale, stand, lengthening through the spine as you reach your arms to the sky. And as you breathe out, hands together at chest. As you breathe in, stretching your arms out and up, telescoping ribs. Exhale, fold forward, belly's in. Lunge, breathe in, step in your right leg back, bend your right knee, and sweep in your arms out and up towards the sky. And as you exhale, hands down, step left leg back for plank. Reaching back into heels, and as you breathe out, lower down, keeping your elbows in. Cobra, inhale, move your chest and ribs forward, lengthen legs back, tailbone tucks the heels. And exhale, release, lower down, press back, downward dog. Inhale, step your right leg forward between the hands, left knees to the floor, your arms are reaching to sky. And exhale, hands down, step in your left foot forward, forward bend. Inhale, stand, lengthening through the spine as you reach your arms to sky. Exhale, hands together at chest. Chair pose, bend the knees, and as you breathe in, you're sweeping your arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward, belly's in. As you breathe in, move your chest away from pelvis, so you're lengthening through the spine. And flatten the hands to the floor, and as you exhale, step or hop it back into plank. Lower down to about 2 inches, and then breathe into upward facing dog. Breathe in. Lengthen your legs back. Shoulders are soft away from your ears. And as you breathe out, press it back, downward facing dog. Warrior one, breathe in, step your left foot forward by your left hand, right foot towards the right edge of the mat. Push the floor away as you reach your arms out and up towards the sky. And exhale, hands down, step in your left leg back for plank. Reaching back into heels. Exhale, lower down and move into cobra or upward facing dog, your choice. Keep lengthening your legs back, tailbone tucks the heels. And as you breathe out, press it back for downward facing dog. Pushing the floor away in your downward dog. Inhale, step your right leg forward for warrior one. Ease your left foot towards the left edge of the mat. Push the floor away as you reach your arms up towards the sky.
And as you breathe out, hands down, step back for plank. Reaching back into heels, and as you breathe out, lower down and then come up into upward facing dog or cobra. Moving chest and ribs forward, lengthen your legs back, keep tucking your elbows in. And as you breathe out, press it back for downward facing dog. Feel for that lengthening through the spine. You're pushing the top ribs away from shoulders. On the next breath, bend the knees, and as you breathe in, hop your legs between the hands or step it through. And as you breathe out, fold forward, belly's in. Chair pose, inhale, knees are bent, your arms are reaching up, shoulders are down away from your ears. And exhale, stand, hands together at your chest. And take a moment, take a breath. So coming into a series of poses. So in these poses, there'll be a couple of poses up against a wall. We're starting with a warrior two. So start at the front of your mat, bend the knees, and as you breathe in, reaching your arms out and up. Shoulders away from your ears, spread the fingers. Exhale, fold forward, belly's in. As you breathe in, move your chest forward away from thighs and knees. And as you breathe out, step or hop it back into plank. Lower down, keep the elbows in. Cobra, inhale, move chest and ribs forward, lengthen legs back. Exhale, release, lower down, press back, downward dog. Feel for pushing through away in your downward dog. Warrior two, inhale, step your left foot forward between the hands. Your right foot is square to the short edge of the mat. Your feet, they're about 3.5 feet away from each other, and your arms are reaching out to the side. Check your front heel is aligned with the arc of the back foot. And then relax your arms down by your sides for shoulder shrugs. Take a deep breath into the upper back. Spreading the upper back. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze. Top tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. Exhale, squeeze the mid tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back, elbows bent. And exhale, squeeze the low tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze top tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread, spreading the upper back. Spreading the back. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze the mid tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back, elbows bent. And exhale, squeeze the low tips of shoulders. Draw down. And release. Your next pose is archer. So reach your left arm up, bend the elbow, reach it back. Bring your right arm around the back and bind the hands. Or use clothing to bind, or use your right hand to tuck your left elbow up. Or use a strap if you don't have any of those. Press down into both legs, breathe in, lift your chest. And as you breathe out, keep chest lifted, but glide your right shoulder away from ear. As you breathe in, lift your sternum. Feel that your sternum is lifting right up towards your chin. And as you breathe out, keep reaching your left elbow up, but soften the shoulder away from ear. Now feel for unlocking the shoulders with your breath. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, reaching that left elbow up. Move your arm away from your ear. Left arm away from left ear. Last breath here. Deep breath. Inhale. Now keep reaching. Reach that elbow up. And as you breathe out, both shoulders are down away from ear. Inhale, release. Bring your hands down either side of your left foot and step your left leg back for plank. reach back into heels, and as you breathe out, lower down, keeping the elbows tucked in. Once you're all the way down, reach your hands forward about 12 inches below cobra. As you breathe in, move your chest and ribs forward. Now lengthen your legs back, shoulders away from your ears. And exhale, come on down, hands under the shoulders, breathe into lower back, curl toes under, and exhale, press it back for downward facing dog. Keep feeling that you're lengthening your top ribs away from shoulders. Inhale, step your right leg forward between the hands, warrior two. Your left foot is square to the short edge of the mat, your front heel, right heel is aligned with the arc of the back foot, bend the front knee. Relax your arms down by your side for shoulder shrugs. Now breathe into upper back, spreading the upper back. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze, top tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze, mid tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back, elbows bent. And exhale, squeeze the low tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze the top tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. And exhale, squeeze mid tips of shoulders. Draw down. Inhale, spread. Hold the breath, shoulders up. Hold the breath, shoulders back. Elbows bent. And exhale, squeeze the low tips of shoulders. Draw down. And release. Your next pose is archer. So as you breathe in, stretch your right arm up. Bend the elbow, reach it back. Bring your left arm around and bind the hands. Or use clothing to bind. Or use a strap to bind. And if you don't have any of those, you can use your left hand to tuck your right elbow up. Press down into both feet, and as you breathe in, lift your sternum. And as you breathe out, keep reaching your right elbow up, but glide your left shoulder down. Stay in your own feet. Press down with the outside of your right foot so your knee does not turn inwards. As you press down into that right leg, lift your feet as if you're moving belly away from the top of your thigh. And as you breathe out, glide your right shoulder away from right ear. On the next breath, as you breathe in, feel for unlocking that right shoulder as you reach the elbow up. Keep reaching that right elbow up, but as you breathe out, the shoulders away from ears. Now connect your breath with your spot and breathe there, deep breath. And as you breathe out, put both shoulders down. Inhale, release. Bring your hands down either side of your front foot and then place your left knee to the floor. From here, your next pose today is against the wall. So do dolphin against the wall. So you either do dolphin against the wall or downward facing dog against the wall. If you want to go further in this, you do dolphin against the wall with one leg up, or downward dog against the wall with one leg up, aiming for 3 to 5 breaths on each side. If you're doing dolphin, you're starting with your feet up against the wall. You're measuring up with your hands onto your biceps. If your shoulder's a little bit tweaky, then you can clasp your hands in this way. So you're coming down, reaching your hands forward, elbows aligned with shoulders, clasp your hands or hands are straight, forearms are parallel. Neck, shoulders relax, you breathe in, you lift, you spread the back, you curl your toes under. As you exhale, you lift the knees off the floor. So stage 1 is you can be here, stay here. You're staying here, stay here for about 8 breaths. If you're going further and you don't want both feet on the walls, step one foot onto the wall. Stay here for 3 breaths, moving your chest to the wall as you send your left leg up. Once you've done your 3 to 4 breaths, that foot comes down, the other foot goes up. You do the same. If you're bringing both feet onto the wall, both feet are on the wall. You can stay here for 8 breaths. If you're going further, stretch one leg up, stay 3 to 4 breaths, foot comes back down, the other foot goes up, stay for 3 to 4 breaths. Once you're done, you come all the way down and take a breath in embryo. So that's the setup for your dolphin. If you're doing downward facing dog, starting with your sit bones up against the wall, where your heels finish is where your hands will start. You step into downward dog on the floor, feeling that continual lengthening through the spine. One foot steps onto the wall and then the other. You can stay here for up to 8 breaths. If you're going further, one foot stays on the wall, your other leg is reaching to the sky. So left leg is reaching up. Stay for 3 to 4 breaths on one side, foot comes back down, the other foot goes up. Stay 3 to 4 breaths as you lengthen up. Keep moving your chest towards the wall, keep moving belly in as you straighten that leg that reaches up. Once you are done, you step down and take a breath. So, coming in, downward dog. Stepping up, and then reaching the leg up or staying both feet onto the wall. Breathe into where you're feeling this most. And as you breathe out, as your belly pulls in, moving chest to the wall. Deep breaths. And as you breathe out, feel for pushing the floor away. One more breath, deep breath. And then change once you're done. Keep going until you're done. So doing both sides, so it's all equalized. Do both sides. Once you're done, take a breath in embryo or coming back down, staying downward facing dog. When you're in this pose, feel as if you're moving your belly away from pelvis. You're moving your chest towards your chin as you're sending the legs back away from you. And everyone meeting downward facing dog now. Downward facing dog, both hands are onto the floor. And from here, from your downward facing dog, either bend the knees or glide forward into high plank. So either bend the knees so the knees onto the floor, or you're gliding forward into high plank. And then lower down, keeping the elbows tucked in. Once you're all the way to the floor, reach your legs back and bring your hands under the shoulders. Your next pose is prelude to wave dancer. So the hands are under the shoulders. Tops of your feet presses to floor, and breathe in, lift your belly, diaphragm, lift your chest, move your chest forward. And as you breathe out, keep drawing chest and ribs forward as you're coming down. 3 more. As you breathe in, moving your chest forward as you lengthen your legs back. Tailbone tucks the heels. And as you breathe out, moving chest and ribs forward as you're coming down. As you breathe in, keep moving. Feel as if you're moving belly away from pelvis. Send your sit bones back to heels. And as you breathe out, come on down. Keep the elbows tucking in. Last one, breathe in and moving your chest and ribs forward as you lengthen your legs back. And as you breathe out, come all the way down to floor. Readjust your hands under the shoulders. Breathe into lower back and curl your toes under. And as you breathe out, press back for downward facing dog. Feeling for pushing floor away in your downward dog. On your next breath, breathe in, step your left foot forward between the hands for warrior 2. Line up your right heel with the short edge of the mat. Front heels line with the arc of the back foot. Rise up, your arms are reaching out to side. Bending that front knee. From here, your next pose is reverse warrior. So as you breathe in, reach your right arm up, open right side of body. And as you breathe out, reverse it. The right hand is below or above your right knee. Bend your left knee, reach your left arm up over left ear. As you breathe in, keep lifting. You're telescoping the ribs, so you're moving your belly away from pelvis, moving your lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, reaching that left arm over left ear. You can bring your right hand higher up onto your hip. You can slide your right arm around so it's tucking onto your left thigh by the hip. And then strong legs, press both feet to floor, and then breathe in, telescoping the ribs up. And as you breathe out, reach your left arm over your left ear. Use your left arm, breathe in to pull your body up, and right hand supports your head. Place your left forearm onto your left thigh. And then traction your left thigh forward. As you press your left foot to floor, lift your left side ribs away from left hip. And as you breathe out, as you roll your chest open, reach your right arm towards the sky. Anchor into right leg, and then breathe in, lengthen your side ribs away from right hip. And as you press down into your left leg, reach your right arm up, then reach the arm a few inches away from your ear. So chest open up. Now feel the energy right across your sternum. And as you breathe out, feel as if you're reaching back into your right heel. So you're lengthening, you're straightening that right leg. One more breath, pressing down into your left foot and lifting your left side ribs away from left hip. And as you breathe out, glide your left shoulder away from ear. Inhale, release. Bring your hands down either side of your front foot and step back into plank. Reaching back into heels, and as you breathe out, lower down, keeping your elbows tucked in. Hands forward for low cobra. As you breathe in, move your chest and ribs forward whilst lengthening your legs back. And exhale, release, lower down, hands under the shoulders, breathe into lower back, toes curled under. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Feel for pushing the floor away in your downward dog. You're lengthening your top ribs away from shoulders. Warrior 2. As you breathe in, step your right leg forward between the hands. The back foot, your left foot is squared to the short edge of the mat. The front heels aligned with the arc of the back foot. Arms reach out to side. From here, reverse warrior. So as you breathe in, stretching your left arm up, open left side ribs. And as you breathe out, reverse it. The left hand is now below or above the knee. Your right arm is reaching over right ear. Bend your right knee. Press into both legs and then lift your belly away from pelvis, chest to chin. And as you breathe out, reaching your right arm over right ear. Feel as if you're lengthening your side ribs away from left hip. You can place your left hand higher up onto the hip. You can slide your left arm all the way around the back, tucking it onto right thigh. And then breathe in, lengthen lower ribs away from sacrum. As you press your right foot to the floor, reaching your right arm over ear. Neck relaxes. Now breathe in and draw your chest towards your chin. And as you breathe out, open your intercostal muscles as you reach your right arm over right ear. Fingers are spreading. Use your right arm, breathe in to pull your body up. Coming all the way up, placing your right forearm onto your right thigh. And release your left arm and reach your left arm out and up towards the sky. Pressing down into your right leg
And as you do so, you're lengthening your right side ribs away from right hip. And as you breathe out, roll your chest open as you reach your left arm away from left ear, chest opening. As you press down to the edge of your left foot, feel for lengthening, as if you're lengthening ankles away from foot, and feel that lengthening all the way through the left side of body. And as you press your right foot down, reach your left arm up, reach it back away from you. Now breathe in and glide your right side ribs away from right hip. And if you curl your pubic bone to navel slightly, you should feel a release into lower back. Inhale, release. Bring your hands down either side of your front foot and place your left knee to the floor. Okay. You need your roll and your block for this next pose. So in this next pose, you'll be doing Prelude to Wave Dancer 2. The roll is under your belly and the block is between your ankles. And then you lie down on your belly over the roll. The roll is not on your ribs, so you're moving it back, but it's sufficiently, you should clear the top of your hips, but lower than the ribs. Your hands are under the shoulders. Tops of the feet presses the floor. As you breathe in, move your chest and ribs forward. Use your hands as you come up into Cobra. And as you breathe out, allow your body to fold forward over the roll. Tops of the feet presses the floor. Squeeze the block, and as you breathe in, moving chest and ribs forward as you lift the chest. And as you breathe out, fold forward. Soften the belly as you fold forward. Top tailbone, squeeze the block, and as you breathe in, come up. Feel as if you're lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. Tuck your sit bones back to heels. And as you breathe out, relax your belly as you fold. One more, tuck tailbones, squeeze the block, breathe in as you come up. Soften belly, exhale as you come down. Hands are under the shoulders. Curl the toes under, breathe into lower back. And exhale, press it back for downward facing dog. Feel for pushing the floor away in your downward dog. Move the block and roll out of your way. Your next pose today is lunge with your back toes curled under. So from here, as you breathe in, step your left foot forward between the hands. Keep the right knee away from the floor and be on the ball of your right foot. You can keep the hands here onto the floor or reach one hand onto your left thigh, glide your left thigh forward. You can reach both hands onto the thigh, glide the thigh forward. You can bend that back knee and reach back into the heel, so you're going closer to the floor. If you're going further, reaching your arms out and up towards the sky. Press down into both legs, and as you breathe in, lengthen. Feel as if you're lengthening your right side ribs away from right thigh. And as you breathe out, go a little deeper and reach back into that right heel. Press your left foot to floor, and as you breathe in, lift away. Belly lifts, move your side ribs away from the top of your left thigh. And as you breathe out, go a little deeper and reach back into that right heel. Last breath, deep breath. And exhale, release. Bring your hands down either side of your front foot and place your right knee to the floor. Ease your right foot back slightly, setting you up for twisting lunge. So your left hand is onto left thigh. As you breathe in, reach your right arm up, open side ribs. And as you breathe out, bring your right elbow over left thigh knee. Make a fist facing your left hand on top. Press your right shin to floor, and as you breathe in, lengthening your ribs forward away from waist. And as you breathe out, twist to the left. As you breathe in, feel for moving your belly away from the top of your left thigh. Press your left foot to floor, twist away from your left thigh. On the next breath, spread the breath through the lower back. Feel as if you're lengthening your lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, as you twist to the left, soften both shoulders away from ears. Inhale, release. Bring your hands down either side of your front foot and step your left leg back for plank. Reaching back into heels, and as you breathe out, lower down, keeping your elbows tucked in. Cobra. Inhale, move your chest and ribs forward whilst lengthening your legs back. And exhale, release, lower down, hands under the shoulders and press back, downward facing dog. Feel for pushing the floor away in your downward dog. Lunge with your back toes curled under. So as you breathe in, step your right foot forward between the hands. Your back heel, you're now on the ball of your left foot, reach back, your left heel is reaching away from you. You can stay here or bring your hands onto your right thigh, traction your right thigh forward. Bend that front knee and reach back into your left heel. If you're going further, you're reaching your arms out and up towards the sky. So you press down into that right foot, breathe in and move your belly away from the top of your right thigh. And as you exhale, go a little deeper and reach back into your left heel. Reach back into your left heel and then lengthen your left side ribs away from left hip. Feel how it works into the quads and into psoas. And as you breathe out, as you go a little deeper, curl pubic bone to navel, so feel for releasing into your lower back. On the next breath, lift your chest as if up towards your chin. And exhale, release. Your hands are down onto the floor. Bend your left knee, place your left knee to the floor. Is your right foot back slightly, setting up for twisting lunge. Right hand is onto right thigh. Breathe in, stretch your left arm up. And as you breathe out, bring your left elbow over your right thigh knee. Make a fist, placing your right hand on top. Press into your left shin. And then breathe in, lengthening your left ribs away from left hip. Press your right foot to floor, twist to the right. Now feel for telescoping the ribs. So as you breathe in, feel you're moving your belly away from the top of your right thigh. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in as you twist to the right. Soften your right shoulder away from here. Spread the breath through your back, deep breath. And as you breathe out, glide your right sit bone back. Relax your neck and relax your throat. Last breath in this, deep breath. And exhale, release. Your next pose today is handstand or forearm balance against the wall. So if you're not doing any of those, then have a go with dolphin against the wall, or have a go with forearm dolphin against the wall, or downward dog against the wall with one leg up. If you're doing forearm balance, then you're setting up, you're facing the wall, and you're setting up as you would for your dolphin pose. So your hands are coming down and you're reaching your hands forward. My hands are about 2 to 3 inches away from the wall. Elbows are tucking in. Neck, shoulders relaxed. So you breathe in and lift, spread the back, curl toes under. As you exhale, you lift up as you would for dolphin. You walk your feet in until you almost feel as if you can't walk it anymore. Now relax your neck. And as you breathe in, feel as if you're lengthening, taking the weight away from shoulders. And as you breathe out, pull your belly in and reach back. Step one foot forward slightly, and then anchor into the foot that stepped forward. And then you're lifting the other leg up. So the other leg is going to lift you straight up as you reach up towards the sky. Neck, shoulders relax. You breathe in, and as you breathe out, pushing the floor away with your forearms as you lengthen your legs up. Use your belly.
So this is not just in the shoulders, you're reaching up. Belly pulls in, reach out with the balls of your feet and tuck your sit bones up towards your heels. Keep pushing the floor away in this pose. Once you've done your count, aim for about 8, then step down. If you are, step down. Otherwise, if you want to have a go at the handstand, then you're starting your handstand with your fingers about 12 inches or so away from the wall. You're pressing up into downward facing dog. You're walking your feet in. You feel that lengthening through the spine. So really, when you press your hands to the floor and press your feet to the floor, you want to feel that you're moving your belly away from pelvis. You'll feel your chest moves closer towards your thighs. So that kind of extension you want to feel. You step one foot in, anchor into the foot that you've stepped forward, lifting the other leg up. And then feel that you're stepping up rather than throwing yourself up. So as you press down into the foot that's forward, lift your other leg up and then step up. Push the floor away with the hands, neck relax, and then keep stretching your legs up. Tuck your sit bones up towards your heels and reach out with the balls of your feet. And then step down once you're done. If you fall out, have another go. And eventually you start feeling the confidence. You need to fall out a few times so that at least you know how to fall. And then have a go at kicking up with a different foot. So don't always do the same side. Practice doing the other side. Pushing the floor away, fingers are spreading, and reach up, really engage, working right from your pelvic bowl. You're softening your chest in this pose. If you're in the handstand, if in both poses you're softening the chest, make it more in your belly as you lengthen your legs up. Tailbone tucks to heels as you reach up. And then once you've all done, coming back down onto the mat, you'll need cobra. So cobra with a block. Have a block, place a block between your ankles. And then lie down on your belly. Clasp your hands behind your back or grab hold of your sit bones. So your hands are either clasped or you're grabbing hold of your sit bones. And from here, boat. As you breathe in, lift your head, lift your chest, lift your legs. And as you breathe out, lengthen your legs back. Sit bones feels as if they're reaching towards your heels. Stay here and breathe. Keep drawing chest and ribs forward. And as you breathe out, you're lengthening your legs back. And breathe in, you're lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, as you lengthen your legs back, sit bones tucks towards heels. One more breath here, deep breath. And exhale, release. Lower down. Hands under the shoulders. Breathe into lower back and curl your toes under. And exhale, press it back, downward dog. Feel for pushing floor away in your downward dog. On the next breath, as you breathe in, step your left foot forward between the hands. Warrior one. Push the floor away. As you rise up, you're reaching your arms out and up towards the sky. Cradling the brain, clasp your hands behind your head and neck. Lift your chest and reach your elbows up. You'll feel your latissimus muscles opening out towards the side. Press into your right leg and then telescoping the ribs up. And as you breathe out, as you press your front foot to the floor, lift the chest. And then breathe. Breathe into heart. Feel as if you're lifting chest bones away from heart. And as you breathe out, lift your chest a little bit more as you reach your elbows up. As you breathe in, keep telescoping the ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, reaching your elbows up to sky. One more breath in, deep breath. And exhale, release. Coming up, and bring your hands down either side of your left foot. Place your right knee to the floor and set up for lounge lunge. So your right hand is coming forward about 10, 12 inches ahead of your right shoulder. Left hand tractions your left thigh forward. So straighten your right leg, reach your right leg back, and then breathe in, lengthen through the right side of your body. Press your left foot to the floor as you twist towards the inside of left thigh. Breathe into lower back, lengthen lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, draw your left thigh towards the chest as you arc your chest closer to the inside of left thigh. On the next breath, balloon the breath into your right side ribs. Lengthen your right side ribs forward as if they come into armpits. And as you reach your right leg back, you're drawing your chest closer towards your left thigh. Belly is pulling in. Inhale, release. Bring your hands down either side of your front foot and step your left leg back for plank. Reach back into heels, and as you breathe out, lower down, keep elbows in. Cobra, inhale. Move your chest down, ribs forward, lengthen your legs back. And exhale, release, lower down. Hands under the shoulders, breathe into lower back, curl toes under. Exhale, press it back for downward facing dog. Feel the pushing floor away in your downward dog. On the next breath, as you breathe in, step your right leg forward between the hands, warrior one. So the right foot is by your right hand, left foot eases towards the left slightly, pushing the floor away as you reach your arms out and up towards the sky. Bend that front knee. Cradling the brain, clasp your hands behind your head and neck. Lift the chest, reach your elbows up. Press back into your left leg and then breathe in, lengthening out and up. And as you breathe out, lift your chest as you reach your elbows to sky. Press your right foot to floor. And as you breathe in, move your belly away from the top of your right thigh. And as you breathe out, chest lifts, reach your elbows up. Soften your chest, close your eyes and just go deep inside and notice what you're feeling right now. As you're breathing in, you're lengthening your lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, push the floor away, chest lifts, reach your elbows up towards the sky. One more breath, deep breath. And exhale, release, coming up. Bring your hands down either side of your right foot and place your left knee to the floor. Lounge lunge. Your left hand comes forward about 12 inches ahead of the shoulder. Your right hand tractions your right thigh forward. Reaching back into your left leg, breathe in and lengthen, gliding the ribs forward on your left side. And as you press your right foot to the floor, arcing chest towards the inside of right leg. As you breathe in, move your belly forward away from pelvis.
And as you breathe out, keep moving your chest towards your right thigh, but lengthening, actively lengthening your left leg back. Breathe into lower back, lengthen lower ribs away from sacrum. Press your right foot to floor and ease closer towards the right thigh. Use your right arm to squeeze your thigh towards your chest. And then inhale, release. Now ease on back to center. From here, your next pose is wave dancer 3. So you're having the block between your ankles and the roll is under your belly. And you line over the roll, hands are under the shoulders. When you come up this time, you're just using your belly. So you're squeezing the block, hands are under the shoulders. When you come up, you're coming up just using the belly. Once you're all the way up, use your hands, lift up a little bit more, lengthen out of your lower back. And then as you exhale, soften your belly over the roll, coming all the way down. Tuck tailbones, breathe in, just use your belly to come up. Once you're as high as you can, use your hands, lift up a little bit more. And as you exhale, come on down, over the roll. Breathe in and come up. You're not using the hands. And then hands to floor, lift up a little bit more. And as you exhale, folding forward over the roll. Without using the hands, breathe in and you come up. And then hands down and lift up, lengthening out of your lower back. Soften belly, exhale as you come on down. Without using the hands, breathe in as you come up, just using the belly. Now hands to the floor and lengthen up a little bit more. Soften belly, exhale as you come on down. Last one, breathe in as you come up, just use your belly. Now use your hands and lengthen out of your lower back. And as you breathe out, come on down. Your hands are under the shoulders, breathe into lower back, curl toes under. Exhale, press it back for downward facing dog. And feel for pushing the floor away in your downward dog. You will need a strap for this next pose. On the next pose, breathe in, step your left leg forward between the hands for lunge. Place your right knee to the floor. Actually, I'll just have a strap close by. I'll do it after this one. So have your strap close by. I'll do lounge H to B first. So if you reach your right arm back, bend your right knee, take hold of the ankle or the foot. Your left hand is traction, your left thigh forward away from. Now as you press down into your right leg, breathe in and lengthen the ribs away from hip. And as you breathe out, as you come in a little deeper, draw your right heel towards your right glute. So H to B, heel to butt. Breathe in, press your left foot to floor, lengthen belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, go a little deeper. If you can bend that left knee, then bend the left knee. That knee in this pose can go beyond your ankle. So feel this into quadriceps, into psoas. And then breathe in, keep stretching, keep lengthening out of your lower back. And as you draw your right heel in towards your glutes, send your right thigh back. One more breath here, deep breath. And exhale, ease on up. Reach your left hand back, take hold of your right ankle with both hands. As you press your left foot to the floor, breathe in, lift your chest. And as you breathe out, ease your right heel away from you. Now breathe in and lengthen out of your lower back. And as you breathe out, as you reach your right leg back, feel as if your chest is lifting right up towards the sky. One more breath here, deep breath. And as you breathe out, send in that right leg back. And inhale, release. Bring your hands down either side of your left leg and step back into plank. Reaching back into heels. And as you breathe out, lower down, keeping elbows in. Cobra, inhale. Move chest and ribs forward as you lengthen your legs back. Exhale, release, lower down, hands under the shoulders and press back, downward facing dog. Feel for pushing floor away in your downward dog. You're lengthening through the spine, so reach back. You reach your sit bones up, reach them back. On the next breath, lunge. Inhale, step your right leg forward between the hands. Place your left knee to the floor, pad your left knee. Reach your left hand back, bend your left knee, take hold of the ankle or the foot, but lunge heel to butt. As you press down, use your right hand to glide your right thigh forward. And as you breathe in, lengthen out of your lower back. And as you breathe out, bend that front knee as you draw your left heel close towards the glutes, as close as you can. And breathe in, feel that you're moving belly away from pelvis. And as you exhale, taking it a little deeper. Deep breath, lengthen, stretching your lower ribs away from sacrum. Press your right foot to floor as you take it a little deeper. Inhale, release. Ease up, reach your right arm back, take hold of your ankle. Both hands are taking hold of your left ankle. Press your right foot to floor and breathe in. Lift your belly away from right thigh. Back bend, stretch your left leg back and lift your chest. Now breathe in and lift. Chest is lifting right up towards your chin. And as you breathe out, reach your left leg back and use this to help to open shoulders. As you breathe in, you're lengthening your lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, send in that left leg back. Bend that right knee and reach back with that left leg. And then inhale, release. Your next pose today is cobra push-up with your hands clasped. So you'll be lying down on your belly. The block will be between your ankles. Lying down on your belly, the block is between your ankles like so. And you're clasping your hands behind your back. The tops of your feet stays on the floor. When you breathe in, you lift your chest, draw chest and ribs forward whilst lengthening legs back. And as you breathe out, tailbone tucks to heels. You stay in here for 5 breaths. So breathe in, keep moving chest and ribs forward. And as you exhale, you're lengthening the legs back, shoulders down away from your ears. Deep breath, keep feeling that you're moving belly forward away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, lengthen back, send your sit bones back to heels. Deep breath, lengthen, you're stretching, lengthening lower ribs away from sacrum. And exhale, shoulders down, lengthen your legs back. And inhale, release. Lower down, release the arms and lower down. And then hands are under the shoulders. Breathe into lower back and curl your toes under. And exhale, press it back for downward facing dog. Feel for pushing floor away in your downward dog. You now need your strap. On the next breath, as you breathe in, step your left foot forward between the hands for lunge. Place your right knee to the floor, pad your right knee. Place the strap around your right ankle. A right ankle or foot. And then taking hold of the strap with your right hand. The strap will come around the right side and then you reach up, your elbows reaching up. Take hold of the strap with both hands. As you press down into your back into your right leg, breathe in and lengthen out of your right side. And as you breathe out, as you bend your left knee, reaching your arms out and up towards the sky. Feel for pressing down with the inside of your left foot so your knee is not flaring out towards the side. And then breathe, lift belly, diaphragm, chest. And as you breathe out, sending your elbows up to the sky. Deep breath, keep stretching, lengthening ribs away from sacrum. And as you exhale, go up a little deeper. Relax your throat, relax your neck. As you breathe, press your left foot to floor and move your belly away from the top of your left thigh. And as you breathe out, reaching your elbows up to feel the lengthening of your side ribs as you lengthen up. One more breath, deep breath. And exhale, release. From here, you're coming down into pigeon with a strap. So you're bringing your left foot across towards the right edge of the mat. You might want to block for the left sit bone. Sometimes it's you're feeling a little bit wobbly in this pose. So you're coming down for pigeon. And you're taking hold, pigeon back bend with the strap. So you've got hold of the strap with both hands around your right leg. You're lifting the strap up with your right hand and then take hold of the strap with left. If that's a difficult reach for you today, then keep one hand onto the floor, reaching your right arm up, but sending your right leg back. So if that's a difficult reach, that's where you're going. If you're wobbly, you can place a block under your left sit bone, taking hold of the strap with both hands. And as you breathe in, lengthening your right side ribs away from right thigh. And as you breathe out, chest is lifting, reach your elbows up, and then reach back. Feel as if you're moving that right foot straight up. And then feel this right from pelvic bowl, breathing in, you're moving belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, lift up a little bit more. Feel as if your chest is lifting up towards the sky. Eventually, you will reach back, so the foot, your right foot will be touching your skull. So that's where you're going with this. So breathe in and keep lengthening lower ribs away from hips. And as you breathe out, reach your arms up, reach them back, sending that right leg back. Feet still active. One more breath, deep breath. And exhale, release. Well done, everyone. Ooh. And ease on out of the pose. Bring your hands under the shoulders. Step your left leg back for plank. Reach back into heels, and as you breathe out, lower down, keeping elbows tucked in. Cobra. As you breathe in, move chest and ribs forward, lengthen legs back, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, release, lower down, press it back, downward facing dog. Feel for pushing floor away in your downward dog. Other side, inhale, step your right leg forward between the hands for lunge using a strap. Lunge back bend with the strap. The strap is placed around your left ankle or foot. Grab hold of the strap with your left hand. And bring the strap around the left side of your body. The elbow reaches up, take hold of the strap with both hands. And as you breathe in, lengthen out of your lower back. Bend that front knee on exhale as you reach your elbows up to sky. And from pelvic bowl, breathe in and moving belly away from pelvis, chest lifts. Bend that front knee, exhale, and reach your elbows up. Now breathe in and keep lengthening out of your lower back. If you can, shorten the distance on the strap and then go for a deeper opening into chest, opening into lower back. Press your right foot to floor and then move belly away from your right thigh. And exhale as you're taking it a little deeper. Really nice, Zoe. Last breath here, deep breath. And exhale, release and ease on out. Pigeon back bend using a strap. So the strap remains around your left ankle. You're easing your right foot towards the left edge of the mat. If you're needing to use the block is under your right sit bone. You're reaching back with your left hand, take hold of the strap, and then lift the strap up and reach it over your head. If you're a little bit wobbly, you can keep your right hand down onto the floor, the center of your body. And then breathe in, you're stretching out and up. And as you breathe out, chest lifts, reach your left leg back. Take hold of the strap with both hands if you can. And then breathe in, lengthen your side ribs out, up. And as you breathe out, reach your left leg back or straight up. Chest is lifting. Lift your chest, reach your elbows up. Deep breath from pelvic bone, moving belly away from pelvis. And as you breathe out, reach your elbows up, reach your arms back. So opening the chest. One more breath, deep inhale. And exhale, release. And ease on down. From here, your next pose is bow with the strap or bow. So I'll give you the options for you on this pose. You can do bow over the roll with the strap. If you're doing bow over the roll with the strap, then your pose is this one here. So the roll is under your belly. The strap is around both ankles. You're grabbing hold of the strap with one hand. You lie down forward over the roll. And then you take hold of the strap with both hands. You press the tops of your thighs, knees to the floor. And as you breathe in, you lift up, reaching your elbows up and lengthening your legs back. So that's one option. And you can stay here for about 8 breaths. You can do bow over the roll without the strap, just reaching back, grabbing hold of your feet with both hands, and then lifting up and reaching back. If you can, you're aiming to stay here for 8 to 10 breaths. Or you can do this with one hand at a time. So one hand, one leg at a time. So if you was doing this with the strap, your left hand is forward, you're reaching back with your right hand taking hold of the foot or using the strap. And then switch after 5 breaths on one side and then do the other side. So choose one of those to do. If none of those is for you today, then do camel. If you're doing camel, you're onto your knees. Knees about 4 inches away from you, hands onto, thumbs onto the spinal column. You breathe in, you lift up. Tailbone tucks and you lift the chest. Tuck the chin to chest as you lift. You stay there for about 4 to 8 breaths on that. Once you've done your count of whichever one of those poses you're in, then just sit down onto your heels. So as you're breathing in, you're lengthening your belly away from pelvis. And as you exhale, lengthening your legs back, shoulders are reaching down. Breathe in, lifts chest, chest lifts up. And then you're sending your thighs away from you. One more breath. And everyone release. Come to stand for dancer's pose. So you're doing dancer's pose with the strap. Place the strap place your foot into your, we'll start on the left side. So standing on your left leg, place the strap around your right ankle. And then lifting your right arm up, taking hold of the strap with one and then both hands. As you breathe in, chest lifts, and then you lift up and you reach in your right leg back. Arms reach forward, squeezing your elbows in. So that's where you're going with this pose. You can turn and have your, the side that's in the foot that's in the strap is up against the wall, and then you're reaching back. So you can do this, working in this way. And aim for about 3 to 5 breaths on each side. So do both sides, 3 to 5 breaths as you're stretching your legs back. Keep trying to keep the hip that's in the block, keep it down so you're not tilting out towards the side. Keep it down so your pelvis remains aligned. 3 to 5 breaths on each side. Deep breaths. And then sending, moving the thigh bone back so you're opening. You're not compressing into your lower back. It should not hurt there. And the more you send that thigh back, the more you take the compression out of your lower back. Keep moving the thigh bone back. Keep drawing your chest forward. And then once you're done, then ease on out. You have a sequence now, which is, it's a back bend sequence from bridge, wheel, viparita, bridge, or bridge, wheel, bridge. So, and if you can't, or if you don't particularly want to do that today, then do camel. Do camel, or if you're not doing either of those, then you can do back bend with a roll, standing back bend. The roll is between your thighs, thumbs either side of the spinal column. As you breathe in, you're lifting up, and as you breathe out, lifting back. So standing back bend and camel would be your alternative to the pose on the floor. You're doing the back bend series, you're lying down on your back for bridge. Your arms are reaching down by your side, you relax your arms by your side, heels are drawing back, brush your heels with fingertips. And then first of all, coming up into bridge. Press your feet to floor, breathe in, lengthen belly away from pelvis. Exhale, tilt pelvis as you lift up. Stay here for about 3 to 4, maybe even 5 breaths, really allowing your body to open up. Keep moving belly away from pelvis. Keep sending thighs away from you. So as you're breathing in, you're lengthening your lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, you're pushing the floor away. When you're ready to go further, you reach the arms up overhead. Flatten the hands to the floor or onto the block. I'm using the blocks. And then breathe in. And as you push the hands down, you lift up. You may stop onto your forehead and then push the floor away as you reach up. Once you reach up, you breathe in. And as you breathe out, push. Feel as if you're lengthening your wrists away from hands, forearms away from wrists. Lifting up, opening the shoulders. Soften chest, and then breathe in. Feel as if you're lifting your chest up away from belly. And as you breathe out, lengthen ankles away from heels. As you breathe in, lengthen lower ribs away from sacrum. And as you breathe out, push the floor away a little bit more. If you're working with viparita, you're coming down, bend the elbows, you're coming down, you're on the forehead initially. And then bend the elbows, clasp your hands behind your head and neck.
And then use your forearms to push the floor away as you lift up. And breathe in. And as you exhale, lift up a little bit more. Squeeze your elbows in. You may feel you lengthening your legs away from you. Stay here for about 3 more breaths. Deep breath. And exhale, keep pushing the floor away. You're not doing viparita, you should be in bridge. Deep breath. And exhale, push the floor away. You're wrapping the shoulders. When you've done your count, you're coming back down into bridge. Arms relax. You lengthen your legs away from you. Deep breath, inhale. And as you exhale, send thighs and knees away from you. One more breath here. Deep inhale. And exhale, release. Tilt tailbone as you come all the way down to floor. Once you're all the way wrapped down, grab hold of your roll and lie down on your belly for cobra push-ups with the roll. So you're lying down on your belly and the roll is between your thighs. Draw the roll right up towards your sit bones and lie down on your belly, hands under the shoulders. Tops of the feet are onto the floor. Top tailbone, squeeze the roll. And as you breathe in, move your chest and ribs forward whilst lengthening your legs back. And as you breathe out, move chest and ribs forward as you come on down. Top tailbone, squeeze the roll. Breathe in, moving chest and ribs forward. Lengthen legs back. And as you breathe out, keep moving chest and ribs forward as you're coming down. Top tailbone, squeeze the roll. Breathe in as you come up. And as you breathe out, keep moving chest and ribs forward as you're coming down. Last one, top tailbone, squeeze the roll. And as you breathe in, come up. Now draw chest and ribs forward, lengthen legs back. And exhale, release. Lower all the way down to floor. Move the roll out of your way. And then lie down on your back and place the roll between your thighs for cobra, for abs with the roll. This time you're going straight up and down. So lie down on your back, using abs with the roll to help to release your back. Roll is between your thighs, your legs are reaching straight out and up towards the ceiling, and hands are clasped behind your head and neck. Now breathe into lower back. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll and reach your legs straight up. Exhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from floor. Now squeeze the roll again and then stretch your legs up towards the sky. Pull lower belly in. As your belly in pulls in, press the top rim of the sacrum to floor. Inhale, lower your head and shoulders to floor. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, reaching your legs straight up. And exhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from floor. And squeeze the roll again, and then send, stretching your legs to the ceiling. Pull belly in. Inhale, lower your head and shoulders to floor. Hold the breath, squeeze the roll, and stretch your legs up. This time, reach out with your heels. And as you exhale, lift your head and shoulder blades up away from floor. Squeeze the roll again. Send your legs straight up, reaching out with your heels. Pull belly in. As your belly pulls in, press your lower back down to floor. Inhale, release. Lower your head and shoulders to floor. Bend the knees and place the soles of your feet down onto the floor. Cross your left leg over your right with your right foot flat down onto the floor. So you're creating a figure 4 with your legs. Back release pose. Lift your right foot off the floor and reach your hands down. Your left hand reaches between the triangle and you take hold of the back of your right thigh or take hold of your right shin, keeping head and shoulders to floor. Breathe into lower back and spread your ribs to floor. And as you breathe out, draw your right knee towards your right shoulder and feel for easing your thighs away from you. Feet still active. And then breathe. Breathe into lower back, spreading the ribs to floor. And as you breathe out, drawing that right knee to chest. Keep sending your thigh, especially your left thigh, away from you. One more deep breath. Breathe into lower back, spreading the ribs to floor. And as you breathe out, draw that right knee in, closer towards your chest. And then release, and then change. Your right foot is over your left thigh. Slide your right arm between the triangle, take hold of the back of your left thigh, or take hold of your left shin. Head and shoulders are on the floor. And then breathe into lower back, spreading ribs to floor. And as you breathe out, draw your left knee towards your left shoulder. You're easing your right thigh away from you. Deep breath. And as you breathe out, you're taking it a little deeper, feet still active. Breathe into pelvis, deep breath, spreading the energy through your pelvis. And as you breathe out, draw your left knee towards your left shoulder, right thigh eases away from you. And then release. Release both legs. Reach both legs up towards the ceiling. Bend the knees, reach your hands up, take hold of your big toe, setting you up for happy baby. Your knees are coming out towards the side, knees are down towards your armpits. Press your lower back to floor and breathe into lower back, spreading the ribs to floor. Exhale through the mouth. Pull your belly in. Keep pressing your lower back to floor. Keep pulling your belly in as you draw your knees down towards the armpits. And relax. 2 more deep breaths. And exhale. Happy baby. Knees to armpits. Keep pressing your lower back to floor, heels to ceiling. 1 more breath here. Deep breath. And exhale. Belly's in. You're pressing your lower back to floor, knees to armpits, and reach your heels to the ceiling. And then release. Use your hands at the side of your thighs and knees. Draw your legs together. Place the soles of your feet onto the floor and lengthen your legs away from you. Arms relaxed down by your side. If your back is tweaky, you can lie down with the soles of your feet onto the floor, soles of your feet together. Lie down in your final pose into Shavasana. Close your eyes. Glide the shoulders away from your ears. And allow your body just to let go. Feeling the energy that moves through your body now as you let go. Relaxing the back of your skull. Relaxing your forehead, your eyes and eye sockets. And relax your jaw. So this is a good moment to open your mouth and moving your jaw from side to side. Helping to release into your masseter muscles and down into your neck, scaly muscles. Allowing these to let go as much as you can. Let your shoulders be soft away from your ears and relax your upper back.
Relax your mid-back and your lower back. Slight tuck into tailbones, feeling a release into hips, into pelvis. And lengthen your thighs away from hips. Relax the back of your thighs and the front of your thighs. Relax the back of your knees and relax your knees. And relax your calves, your shins and ankles. And relax your feet and toes. Relax your belly. Now relax your arms. Let your shoulders be soft. And relax triceps and biceps. Relax your elbows. Relax your forearms. And relax your wrists, your hands and fingers. Still the mind. Allowing yourself just to be. Completely relaxed in Shavasana. Begin to notice how your body feels. Feeling the toes, the fingers, and feel the energy moving back into your body. Take a breath and begin to stretch in a way that feels good to you. Once you've given yourself a nice little stretch, roll to the left side towards your heart center. Bring your right hand onto the floor by chest, breathe in. And as you breathe out, push the floor away as you come all the way up. Coming into a seated position with your hands together, the thumbs are lightly touching your sternum. Notice how your body feels. Congratulate yourself for your practice today and thanking you for allowing me to guide you through your practice. As we finish together, breathe in deeply and exhale completely. Namaste.